So let's start a new document. Let's say that one day you decide to write a new document. You click File, New, and then you select what type of document, namely a blank document, and you create something really wonderful. And then you decide to save it. Now let's say that this thing that is really wonderful is in fact a description of a piece of property that I own on Loring Street in Pacific Beach. I don't own something on Loring Street in Pacific Beach, but wouldn't it be nice if I did? And let's just pretend. So when I go to save this, and I click File, and then click Save As, this is the place that gets a lot of people who write things and then go to save them in trouble. It comes up, the Save As window comes up, the same place it was last time that I saved something, which of course was my How to File Things, and it was saved in teaching packages. Now I don't want it saved in teaching packages. I want it saved in a folder that I have called Real Estate, because it's about this piece of property that I theoretically have on Loring Street in Pacific Beach. So I have to navigate to the right place in the Save As window. And how do you do that? Well, you use one or more of these little icons up here in the Save In line. There are several that you can use, but the two most common are this one, which reads up one level when you hover over it, or this one, which reads Create New Folder when you hover over it. Let's think through what we want to do. We want to save this wonderful document here in my real estate folder. Where is my real estate folder? It is in Documents Often Used. And where is Documents Often Used? It's in My Documents. So let's go up to the first one of those which we find. When we get to Documents Often Used, we're now in Documents Often Used, which is just one level below My Documents. And when we click on Documents Often Used, it shows in this Save As window all the folders that are already in Documents Often Used, one of which, of course, is Teaching Packages down here. But we're not going to use that one. We're going to use the Real Estate folder. And when I double click on the Real Estate folder, it puts that Real Estate folder in the top. Now, we want to save this in a folder called Loring. Well, there is no folder called Loring. HIJKL-LA-LO-LOA, no Loring. So we need to create a new folder in Real Estate. While this is here, if I click Create a New Folder, it will put a new folder in the Real Estate folder. And I'm going to call that folder Loring, L-O-R-I-N-G, and then click OK. And now when you look at this hierarchy, you see that the Loring folder is in fact under the Real Estate folder, which is under the Documents Often Used. So now, if I title this thing, see, it picked the first few letters of this wonderful document I made. But supposing I just want to call it a Seniors Computer Group demo file, I'll type SCG space DEMO. And now I have to make the choice of what kind of document to save this as. It's being saved as a Word document, which is normally what you will do while you're using Microsoft Word. But if you wanted something really simple that could be opened in a much simpler word processor, like a text document, you can change the type of document. Aha, see? Plain text. If you click that, this would be saved as a plain text document. However, I don't. I want the standard Word document. And I will now click Save with it. It's going to be saved in Loring with the title SCG Demo as a .doc file. So now we come to the Find Your Files Later portion of this discussion. And as usual, there are two ways to open a file that you're looking for in your computer. One of them is to start the program that you saved it in, or that you know will open the type of file you're looking for. I keep the programs that I open often on the quick launch portion of my toolbar, which I have another mini seminar about how to set this up. At any rate, if I wanted to open one of these two files, or both of them, I would click Microsoft Word's open icon, and I would come up with a blank document. Then I would click File and Open, and it might open to the last place that I saved things, or the last one that I opened. But supposing I just wanted to open the one in Teaching Packages first, so I'd get into Documents Often Used, and I would double-click Teaching Packages, and then I would look for the file in Teaching Packages which was called How to Store Your Files, here. And I would click that. I'd either double-click that here, or I'd single-click it there and click Open. And there would be my new, or my previously saved document. Or I would click File and Open, and go up one level to Documents Often Used, and come down to the Real Estate folder, and then find the Loring folder in the Real Estate folder, and then find SCG Demo and open that. The other way to open files on your computer is to use Windows Explorer. That's the way that I recommend for you, because I think you will learn more this way. I have Windows Explorer on my quick launch toolbar, but if you don't, you go to Start and Programs and Accessories, and in Accessories you find Windows Explorer. And when you click there, something comes up that starts with My Documents and shows you everything in your computer. It actually starts with Desktop. And under Desktop are My Documents and My Computer. My Computer starts out in the various drives in your computer. This is an external drive that I have. This is my DVD and CD drive, and here's my hard drive. But within My Documents, I come down. I have lots of things in My Documents. I have old WordPerfect files in DOS from the first computer I ever had. I have all the files that I have made with Camtasia Studio, on which I'm recording this mini seminar. I have My Documents Often Used, and I have another very large folder full of items from the internet, things that I saved from the internet, or things that I saved from maybe discussions that I took part in on the internet, and other things that I think is particularly internet connected. And once again, we have this up one level, which we can use, and we have these pluses and minuses where we can, whenever we see a folder, we can click this plus next to that folder, and it shows us all the folders in that folder, like real estate and teaching packages. I recommend that you go home and poke around in Windows Explorer. See what's in your various My Documents files. When you click this, you get all those folders on the right-hand side. You also get all the files that are directly in that folder without being in another folder inside it. Wandering around in Windows Explorer has one other major advantage. Getting organized on your computer depends on how you think. It depends on how you organize your life and how you organize your computer. If the way you think does not match the way your computer is organized, then you should change the way your computer is organized. It needs to be organized into the compartments that you consider important in your life. That's how my computer is organized. My folders under Documents Often Used are organized along the ways and lines that I find myself creating things in, or saving things in, or thinking about things in. And wandering around in your My Documents folder will tell you whether your computer is organized that way or not. If it is not, change it. If you find a folder you find that there is a folder that you need in My Documents and it isn't there, come up to File, go down one, and click on New Folder. And a new folder will be created in My Documents. And you can call that new folder whatever you want. You should organize your computer the way you want. You should file your files where you want them. If you do, you will find that you are much less frustrated when you go looking for things, because your computer will respond to your wants and wishes instead of you feeling that it's the other way around.